Hey everybody, so today we are going to be making blackberry cobbler. Right here we have a few of the blackberries that we've picked. I have some already boiling here for a cobbler, and my daughter Mariah,
hi,
she is going to make a blackberry cobbler as well. So in her pan she already has her blackberries. That's probably, wow, maybe 10 cups of blackberries. She's going to add 2 cups of sugar to that. That's just plain white sugar. She's going to add you just dump it all in there. Next, she's going to add the juice of 1 lemon. And also 1.5 cups of water. Okay, and also you need 1/2 stick of butter. I forgot to take that out for you. You can go ahead and take that out. But as you see here, I have my blackberries already boiling. So what I'm going to do, I have a mixture of cornstarch and water. So it's basically a 1/4 cup of water and 2 heaping tablespoons of cornstarch. And so basically what you're going to do, you're going to mix this up, and this is what is going to thicken the cobbler. So I'm now going to add this to mine so it will thicken. I'm going to stir that up and then turn the heat down. Okay, you ready to add the butter? So now she's going to add her 1/2 stick of butter, and she's going to allow that to simmer. Actually, it's going to come to a boil, just like mine was doing. Now I'm going to add to mine about 2 tablespoons of vanilla. That's just, vanilla flavor. Stir this up. Let it simmer for a while. And what we're going to do, we're going to come back so that you can see the next step with her berry mixture. So we'll be back. Okay, so we're back. It's been about maybe 12 minutes that we've let the blackberries simmer. And now they're at a slight boil. Now Mariah, she has the mixture of the water and the cornstarch. She's going to add that to the berries. And like I said, that mixture just thickens up the sauce for the cobbler. Okay, and she's going to stir that up. Next, what she's going to do is add about 2 tablespoons of vanilla to her mixture. And this is cooking on a medium-high temperature, and we currently have our our oven preheated to 350. Okay, just gonna mix that up. Okay, so now when we put the cobbler in the oven, it's actually going to thicken. But right now what we're going to do is turn the stove top off. She's going to add the berries to her pan in just a second. Okay, so now what Mariah is going to do, she's going to create the dumplings for the blackberry cobbler. What we're using is the Pillsbury pre-made pie crust. She's going to open one of those sleeves, and she's going to cut them to make the dumplings that's going to go at the bottom of the pan. Closer so they can see. So basically this is what your dumpling is going to be made from. You're going to roll it out And then you can just tear little strips and place it at the bottom of your pan. Just throw them all over. Okay, and we'll come back to show you that finished product. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far for the dumplings at the bottom. Now what Mariah is going to do is place the blackberry mixture on top of the dumplings. Pour it away from you. Okay, and we only use half of that sleeve for the dumplings for the bottom. Now what she's going to do is use the rest of the sleeve to create dumplings for the middle. And that's the same procedure. You roll out the dough and just tear little strips. After she's placed all of the dumplings on top, what she's going to do is get a knife and she's going to poke those dumplings down in the sauce so that they can cook, just like that. She'll do that to all of those, but she's going to finish putting more on the top. And we'll be back in just a second. Okay, so we have the dumplings that have been buried under the blackberries. Now what she's going to do is start her lattice work. She's going to start going vertically. And you can start vertical or horizontal, it's up to you. And that's just the strips of dough there, or the chunks of dough that we're making into strips to create the lattice. And of course, if you want to make your own homemade dough, you can. This is just, you know, easier, and it tastes the same if you ask me. So why not just make it easier on yourself and buy the store-bought pie crust? So this recipe is, you know, is really easy. It's, of course, your berries, your 2 cups of sugar is what we use. Use the juice of 1 whole lemon, half a stick of butter, 2 cups of sugar. Did I say that? 2 cups of sugar and 2 tablespoons of vanilla, 1.5 cups of water. You let all of that come to a boil. You add your 1/4 cup of water and your 2 heaping tablespoons of cornstarch for the thickener. Once that comes to a boil, you're going to add it to your pie pan or your baking dish, and you're going to add the dough. You're going to bake it for about 40 minutes on 350 degrees. So now she's creating her lattice work going across, and you can be fancy with this if you want. This is just the basic lattice that we're going to do. And as you see, her last horizontal strip didn't make it all the way to the end. You can pinch off some and extend it. It's that simple. So we'll be back after her lattice work is done, and we're going to place our not peach cobbler, our blackberry cobblers into the oven. Alright, so Mariah is finishing up her lattice work. We had some extra dough, so what she's doing is adding that extra dough to the filling of the cobbler, so it doesn't go to waste. And if you ask me, my most favorite part of the cobbler anyway is the crust, so this one will have extra dumplings on the inside. So she's just poking that crust into the center. Once she's done, we're going to place the cobblers in the oven for 40 minutes on 350 degrees.
Ooh.
All right, so I wanted to come in and show you all what the cobblers look like at the 40-minute mark. The crust is too light for us, so we're going to put them back in the oven for about maybe another 10 to 12 minutes. And we will be back after that time. Still on 350 degrees for another 10 to 12 minutes. All right, everybody. So here is the blackberry cobbler. It's finally done. Instead of 40 minutes, we actually went to 55 minutes. So it is done. We're going to let it cool off, and in about maybe 10 minutes, it will be ready to serve. And, well, this is Mariah's, and that's mine. They both look delicious. All right. So we will come back and show you once we plate some.